something I've wanted to do for a while. I didn't film the drive, and don't mind the mess, but I got my air dam back. And getting this back also means got the gas lid door back. Color match looks pretty damn good, I would say. This is gonna look absolutely insane. Massive shout out to Kyle, who did all the welding to get the pipes all together. Turned out really good. And the exhaust is mostly mounted. I made a mount right here. And I'm gonna shave just the littlest piece off of that tab that hangs out on the differential, just to get that extra little bit of exhaust clearance, because I need it. Gotta make a mount for this tab here, and it's gonna be pretty rigid. I mean, I don't have a big gap right here in this cutout, so it's gotta be, you can hear it hitting the diff now, but I'm so tight for space. When the car's lowered, that exhaust is gonna be hanging down kind of low, and I can't really get it really much of any higher because the ass end of the car here just wasn't designed for big exhaust. I actually made a more or less a solid mount for the rear hanger, the exhaust, and that has some give to it just because it's a thin piece of stainless, but not a lot of give. And that there is pretty much how it's gonna sit. After a little bit of cutting and grinding, got that tab shaved off the diff. There, shaving that definitely got me a little bit of extra room. This exhaust is done. As you can see, it is very, very close to the diff, but I mounted it pretty stiff because it's got the flex pipe in the downpipe, so it's got one rubber mount style up there. Just barely see it maybe. Yep, there it is. And then it's got this rubber mount right there. And then I just have a solid mount for now. I might clean this up or maybe weld that to that tab on the exhaust, but for now that'll work. And as you can see, maybe you can see, I don't know if you can or not, but there's a little bit of wiggle. Again, thanks to Kyle for welding this all up for me. With the V-band, it would have come right there and be so much lower. It'd be another inch lower. This is already gonna be not so good, because that's with the suspension just hanging, and you can see even like this, there's not much room. For now, I mean, running a 3-inch, there's just no other way to go about it. I don't really see how I could get it substantially more tucked than it already is. So we're gonna have to run it, and I'm just gonna have to bring the suspension up. I'm gonna start with between 1/4 and 1/2 inch, and we'll see how the clearance is from there. I'll do front and rear both up about 1/4 to 1/2 inch. We'll do another startup test. I want to hear what the exhaust sounds like now that it's all sealed up. that V-band hangs down. That's what I would say that's what worries me the most. Between last night and today, I raised up the suspension about a ½ an inch in the front and probably about 2/3 or so in the rear now, maybe a little more than that. And without letting it settle in or anything, that shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. It's probably hard to tell until I get it outside. But as far as the car goes, like the frame rails and everything, I'm gonna have a little more clearance than before, but that exhaust is so low. I'm mostly worried about that V-band flange again on the downpipe. So what I'm gonna do now, since all this rain has beat down my pile of dirt, I'm gonna pile up more right at the base of the wooden ramp there. And I'm thinking that when I back the car out, it'll get the ass end up high enough that it'll be pretty even and that V-band won't be snagging on that trim. So we'll give that a shot. Go get the tractor and I'm gonna shovel out some more dirt. Try backing the car out again. I'm gonna try real slow. I pounded down the weather stripping metal piece that snagged on the V-band before. So we're gonna see how she goes. It's another nice day, so I decided I would clean out the shack. Workbench was getting pretty out of hand. It's slightly better now. Got a nice little pile of debris starting to come together. At least it doesn't look quite so much like a bomb went off in here anymore. That's not right. That's not right at all. BMW actually fits better than I thought. You know, it's not a massive car, but it's not all that small either. And I got a little room to work. I'm gonna change out to the summer tires. So I thought you guys might be interested in this. Putting the new frame rail in place. It's starting to get dark on me. I just got some ugly tack welds holding everything in place. I'm using a C-clamp to get everything up tight to the original rail. I had to do some cutting and some other things to make it fit. But unfortunately I ran out of regular welding wire, so all I got is the stainless wire. So we'll just make a quick tack with the stainless, and tomorrow I'll have to get more wire, finish this up, and this will be about one of the last projects I need to do before this thing's ready. So the last couple days has been a culmination of me working on prepping the car for Thursday, and I kind of just wanted to wrap it all up into one video because there's a lot of little stuff and bouncing around to this and that and the next thing, and most of it wasn't, in my opinion, enough to make an entire video about each thing. Plus I've been literally just grinding non-stop for 10-12 hours a day working on this, if not more. So I brought the car into the garage here and gonna finish welding on the frame rail that I got tacked into place last night. Just gonna do a little bit more just to make sure it's on there good. We'll finish that up, and then I'm gonna change out the transmission fluid with my little garden pump. I'm gonna throw some MT90 into it. Some of you have probably seen that there is a Facebook page up for Boost Shack Media. So I'm trying to share all the videos and some of the pictures that I take along the way. Just kind of gives more of a public outlet if people want to share it and stay up to date on Facebook. Just search that. It's the same logo and everything, so you should be able to find it. But yeah, so go give that page a like and stay updated on everything. Rail is in, it's all welded and done. Don't criticize my welding too much because it's rusty old metal welding to way thicker new metal, but I went like 6 inches or so, a little more there, and I didn't do the whole entire thing because it'd just take twice as long and it'd be kind of pointless, but some spots are a little better than others. But I painted it to seal it up, and once this paint dries, I will caulk everything to seal it and make it look nice. And then we'll be done with that, and then it's on to the transmission fluid. It's a good thing I did change that transmission fluid, because when I emptied it, about half a quart came out, and I probably put something like, I didn't really pay attention, but probably 3.5 quarts in. Maybe almost 4. So that would have been, if I had forgotten to do that, that would have been a disaster. So here's the frame rail with the power wire for the battery and the brake line all hooked up. I didn't caulk it yet. I might not. I don't think it really needs to be. I did drill, just like on when I originally did this other side. I drilled 2 little holes, one on each end, and then one over there. I drilled those just so that water can escape if it ever gets in there and it won't rust so easy. Transmission fluid is changed, so we should all be good to go. I'm gonna get this thing on the ground and move around in the driveway and get a feel for that transmission. It should shift so much better now. It really wasn't bad before when it would shift, but the fact that there was basically no fluid, and the fluid that was in there was black, I'm surprised that it even really shifted at all. So it should feel like new after that. I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't think that I am. make sure to check out the Instagram and look for that Facebook page if you're not already following it, because I'm gonna post all my videos that I share on YouTube and pictures and things that I can't share on YouTube. So I'll have some pictures as well of what's going on, because that's easier to update right in the moment instead of going through the video editing process, which takes quite a few hours. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and we'll catch you in the next one. We'll see how much power this thing makes.